Hi, I'm Cheryl Belson, and I'm back again with another episode of Top 3 Things. Now, most of my time in this video will be spent sharing with you the results of the survey that so many of you participated in. But in addition to that, I want to show you some highlights from the sweater knit workshop that we had on November 1 with Anita Morris, and I want to give you a heads up on the first workshop we'll be having in 2026. And of course, as always, I'll share with you who the Facebook winner is for the challenge this month. So as I always say, let's just dive right in. So the first thing I actually want to mention is just what a great time we had at the Sweater Knits workshop. I've got a little video here that shows you a little bit about what we did and how we learned and what fun we had. And I think everybody left with either a completed sweater or one that was so close that they were going to be able to easily finish it once they got home, which was a great end result. We thoroughly enjoyed being with Anita. She's just a delight. And you can see all of our enthusiasm with the video that Anita took of us at the very end. Just really expresses just how much fun we did have. But what I want to spend most of our time on today is I want to share with you the outcome of the survey that so many of you took. And I want this to help you really understand that we see and hear what you say in the surveys when you take them. So I really do thank those of you that did take it. And when our next one comes out, I hope that even more of you will take it to give us even more insight into what you want in this chapter the most. So let me start out with just talking about what you told us about yourself. It was no surprise that most of you are garment makers, and that behind that, kind of a distant second, is bag makers, and a distant third are quilt makers. But we do have a variety of people sewing a variety of things in our chapter, which is good because it helps us be more interesting and have more breadth. You also talked to us about when you would like to take workshops to learn about the things you want to learn. And no surprise again, your number one is Saturday and followed by a Sunday afternoon. But what we learned is that many of you also are very interested in a Friday workshop. So we're going to be looking at expanding our opportunities for space, because that's one of the main things that we struggle with, is being able to obtain space. So we're going to be looking at Fridays for some of the workshops in 2026. Now, let's get into what you said you want to learn. So this graphic shows you the things that you said are most important to you to learn. So you can see that garment fit and serger techniques are once again at the top of the list. Those are things that you really want to learn about. And so you're going to see us really trying to find ways to provide that learning opportunity to you. You want to learn about couture techniques, and you want to learn about jacket making. You also have some wishes that are more, I'd say, across the board in terms of what they can apply to between garments and bags and quilts. Embellishments, you're interested in learning more about embellishments. You want to learn how to sew with leather. Now, that could be bags, that could actually be garments. I don't know about a leather quilt, but who knows? People are creative. But then also you are interested in learning about surface design, and you're interested in learning about bag making. So those are the top 8 things you told us you wanted to learn, and we're going to be working hard to try to bring those opportunities to you in 2026. Now, we asked you about special events and what you like and what you'd like to see us change. And basically, you kind of told us that you love pretty much everything about our special events in terms of what happens during the special event, but that you would like to see us make some changes to the food. So we've been working on this for the past, I guess, year or maybe more. And we're still not quite there yet, but some of you, we had a number of you that wrote in that you'd be interested in something like a boxed lunch or a catered meal, and you'd even be willing to pay a little extra to have that. So we're going to be exploring that at our January CAB meeting and trying to see ways that we can provide what you're asking for in that regard. The other thing we asked about was the timing that we have for our special events. Last year, based on survey results, we've added a workshop to the end of our special events. So the day is divided into two parts, the meeting part and the workshop part. And most of you really like that. You want the opportunity to have that workshop combined with the meeting. We also asked you how you felt about the shorter time frame, because we'd shortened the special events in order to make space for those workshops. And most of you say you really prefer that shorter time frame, but with a caveat. We heard from your write-in comments that they've gotten a little too short, and many of you made the comment that by going over and having a 2.5-hour annual meeting, you felt like that was about right. So we're going to be looking at not going back to the longer meetings we used to have that sometimes would be, 4 hours or so. This, we're going to look at going maybe to 2.5 hours or something in that vicinity, still giving us time to have a workshop in the afternoon, because that's what you've said you prefer. So again, the CAB will be meeting in January, and we'll be talking about how we make those things work. The next thing we asked you to do was to vote on the President's Challenge for 2026, and the clear winner was sustainability. So we'll be talking more about what that looks like, but basically it is anything that falls into the sustainability realm, and we'll talk more about that as 2026 unfolds. We asked about your participation in different things, and one of them was neighborhood groups. And about 80% of you said you do regularly attend a neighborhood group. But what was new information to us, typically you say it's location. Now, in the last 2 years, we've added 2 new locations to expand our footprint across the Atlanta metropolitan area. And this time, that was not the number one reason that you don't attend. The number one reason was timing. So we're going to be looking at when we offer neighborhood groups, what can we do to make the timing work for more people so that more people can benefit from being part of neighborhood groups. The last thing I want to highlight from the survey is the newsletter ideas. We asked you about some ideas that we've been toying with adding to the newsletter, and the top 2 things that you said you'd like to see are project or pattern review articles and sewing room highlights. So that's new information for us as well. And we'll be working hard to try to implement those to give you what you want in our newsletter. Now, the third thing I wanted to highlight is the first workshop for 2026. So that will be coming up on a Sunday afternoon in February. And our own member, Deanne Smith, is going to be teaching a workshop called Analyzing Patterns for Fit Before You Cut. So she's going to be talking about how you can look at those patterns, look at the information on those patterns, and make determinations about how they're going to look on you and how they're going to fit you before you cut into that precious fabric. So we're looking forward to bringing that to you, and I know that Deanne's going to bring lots of great information. Now, last but not least, of course, is who's the Facebook winner for the November challenge of outerwear. And well, guess what? It's me, because I'm the only one that submitted an outerwear picture, you guys. So I'll pick a prize, and it'll be fun for me to use it. But I really want to encourage you to enter the Facebook challenges and get a chance to win a prize. And maybe it's less about the prize and more about the fun of getting to see what people are making. So I encourage you to do that. The competition or the challenge in December is going to be about holiday makes. So I encourage you to, whatever you're making for the holidays, that you post them on our private Facebook page so that we can all see what's happening in your sewing room. And then you might win a prize too. So that's all I have for this month. I wanted to let you know I will be taking a break and not making a January video for you. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to coming back to you with more news with the February 1 video in 2026. Bye now.